So Cam Johnson is out with an injury, as you guys know. That Cam Johnson suffered what is believed to be a torn meniscus. He's going to be out for the foreseeable future. We don't know the severity right now, but this is according to Charania of The Athletic, that after the injury suffered in Friday's loss in the first quarter, that losing Johnson last year, Johnson was a 6-Man of the Year finalist, and this year was the starter at power forward, one of the league's top shooters. You know, he already scored 29 points, hit 7 threes, and earned praise for his defense against Karl-Anthony Towns. In 8 games, he's averaged 13 points, shooting 43% from 3. Does this lead to Jae Crowder, the starter in all 67 games he played last season, coming back as he's been awaiting a trade, something he and the team agreed upon before the season? And during his weekly radio appearance, general manager James Jones has been asked if it's possible Crowder could return to the team. He did not sound optimistic, so let's roll that out. And Tori Craig started this past Saturday in place of Johnson, obviously a 6-year veteran who's been all around the world playing. So he's a bit older, about, I think he's like 30 now, and he can shoot the 3, but not well enough to scare defenses, and his strength is energy and defense. And Craig's defense on Jeremy Grant, who had burned Phoenix for 30 night the previous night, was just, interesting, and it was solid. So the different situation between Cam Johnson and Tori Craig is Tori Craig's obviously a pro. He's played overseas. He's very adaptive, and they're lucky they have the depth, and they have Damian Lee, Landry Shamet, and Cameron Payne, and Dario Saric, who could also all step up there. And this is a big opportunity for them to help. And obviously there's no championship that's won in November, but everyone's aiming for home court advantage in the playoffs. And Cam Johnson's injuries could delay this team from being the top seed, but they're off to a good start. And if we just look at the roster right now, the Phoenix Suns, I think, are a team that, just at a glance, if they did make a move, it would have to involve Jae Crowder. And we'll talk about who they could. I think they're going to keep Landry Shamet. Like, Dario Saric should start getting minutes at small forward, because they have Jock Landale, Bismack Biyombo, and DeAndre Ayton as their center rotation. So let's try Dario Saric. He was a small forward, power forward when he first came into the league, so let's try that out. We've seen some Ish Wainwright, but Damian Lee, Dario Saric, Landry Shamet, and Cameron Payne should all be getting minutes to alleviate that. And if we look over here, people who have similar contracts to Jae Crowder, it's a bit hard because I don't think the Mavs are going to trade Reggie Bullock. And it gets a bit interesting when you look around, because there's not a lot out there. I don't know if Grayson Allen for Jae Crowder would really be something that I would want Grayson Allen in a pick, even though Jae Crowder's an expiring contract. But that could be something, Grayson Allen. And if the Sixers are desperate, they could trade DeAnthony Milton. But yeah, it's pretty bone dry. If they want Jetty Osman, they could do that. Jae Crowder for Jetty Osman. And the other trades out there, or Isaac Okoro is another option from the Cavs. But the cabinet's pretty bone and dry right now. Even if they wanted Rui Hachimura or Rudy Gay, if you wanted to go there, or even if they wanted to go a little bit up where they had to throw in somebody, because if they're looking for maybe Kelly Oubre, but still Kelly's been so solid for that team that I doubt it. Luke Kennard's hurt. Doug McDermott's a little too expensive. So it's interesting to see how they're going to fix this. That's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts.